I just found out, and I don't know where to turn. It happened 6 years ago, but to me, it feels like it happened yesterday. I'm 47 years old. My wife is 46. We've been married for 18 years, together for 24. We've built a full life, two amazing kids, now 13 and 10, two dogs, stable careers, a beautiful house, and what I thought was a solid, loving relationship. But yesterday, everything cracked. I was checking our shared email account when I saw something strange, a message from a man I didn't recognize. The wording was too familiar, too intimate. I asked her about it. She froze. After some silence, some defensiveness, and a long, painful pause, she finally admitted it. 6 years ago, while she was away on a trip, she met up with an ex-boyfriend, someone she had kept in touch with. It started with casual check-ins, escalated to sexting over several weeks, and ended in a hotel room. They slept together, and they kept talking for some time after that, not sexually, according to her, but the connection stayed for a while. Eventually, she cut it off. She says it's long over, that she dealt with it. But me? I just learned yesterday. We talked for 4 hours straight. I asked everything. Why, when, how. I replayed it in my head 100 times. She told me it happened during a rough patch. I was focused on my career. She said she didn't feel seen, and when someone else made her feel wanted, she gave in. I get it. Relationships are complicated, but I can't stop picturing it. I can't stop imagining her saying things to him that she used to say to me. I can't stop picturing them in that hotel room. I feel betrayed. And yet, I don't want to lose what we have. I am happy, or at least I thought I was. This family is my life. Every moment, every memory, every investment, it's all tied to her. I don't know what to do. I want to tell the guy's wife. She deserves to know, but I don't even know who she is. And part of me fears that if I blow things up, it'll only bring them closer again. I feel like I'm drowning in a sea of memories I suddenly can't trust. She says it was a mistake, that it meant nothing, but to me, it means everything. I want to move forward. I want to forgive, but I'm still in shock. What would you do if you just found out 6 years too late? It's been just over a week since my world fell apart. My husband, the man I've been married to for 19 years, was having an affair. But not just with anyone, with my best friend. And not just my best friend, but also the mother of my daughter's best friend. We were inseparable. The 4 girls, my 2 and her 2, grew up together. We shared birthdays, holidays, coffee mornings, late-night texts. I trusted her like a sister. But somewhere along the way, she started sleeping with my husband. I always had a feeling. The way she looked at him. The way he talked to her. Too playful, too familiar. I once confronted her jokingly about the way she acted around him. She laughed and said, "You always think people have malicious intent. Don't be so paranoid." But I wasn't paranoid. I was right. It had been going on for years. Years. They told each other they loved one another, and he, my husband, told her he loathed me. For years he gaslit me, made me feel crazy. He dismissed my instincts. Now I'm left wondering, who even am I? And now he says, I don't even want to be with her. Oh, now that it's out? Now that our kids know? My daughters, 12 and 15, gave me permission to leave their father. They looked me in the eyes and said, "That's not how you treat someone, Mom." But the pain doesn't end with him. I have to see her every day. Her house is visible from mine. Our kids go to the same school. I loved her daughters like they were my own. I watched them grow up. And now, I don't get to be in their lives. It's like losing 2 families at once. And now, everything is unraveling. The lies, the secrets, the manipulations. Just a few months ago, we went to a school event. I was arguing with my husband that day. Later, I found out she asked my oldest daughter what we were fighting about. Was she using my daughter to gather information? Did she lie to me while sitting at my kitchen table, sipping coffee, pretending to be my friend? I'm furious. I'm heartbroken. I'm shattered. And I don't know how to heal from this. I want to forgive. I want to move on. But every time I look out my window, I see her. Every time I drop off my kids, I see him. This wasn't just betrayal. It was betrayal with a smile. How do you ever trust again? 3 months ago, my wife told me she didn't love me anymore. I had just walked through the door, bags in hand, after a 4-week work trip. We've been married for 5 years. We have 2 beautiful children, a 3-year-old and a 2-year-old, and just like that, she dropped a bomb. I'm unhappy. I don't love you. I was stunned. I had no idea. I thought we were just tired. Parenting 2 toddlers, busy lives. I asked if there was someone else. She said no. 2 weeks later, she admitted it. An emotional affair with a coworker. I was shattered. But I still wanted to try. We started couples therapy. I bent over backwards, canceled trips, stayed up late having hard conversations. I carried the weight of everything, and then, 3 weeks later, she posted a photo on social media, by accident. It was her and him, together. Not just emotional, physical, real, ongoing. She promised to end it, said she wanted to try again, but this week he messaged me. He told me everything. A 7-month affair. She told him she was leaving me. Every work trip, they went together. I stayed home with the kids, working full-time, feeding them, bathing them, putting them to bed. And the worst part? While I was away, she brought him into our home. He slept in our bed. He met my kids. And I knew nothing. Everything exploded. Now, she says she wants to save the marriage. She's blocked him, reported it to work, opened her phone and location, says she'll do anything to earn my trust again. I've lost 40 pounds in 2 months. I barely sleep. I'm physically ill, but I still love her. I hate what she did, but I still love her. I want my kids to grow up in a whole family. That matters to me more than anything. I know it's almost impossible, but I want to try. And I don't know if that makes me strong or just broken. What would you do if the one person who hurt you the most was also the one you still wanted to fight for? I want to scream. I want to rip the truth out of the walls and throw it in his face. But I stay quiet because I'm pregnant with his 2nd child, and he doesn't know. That I know. I've posted about this before, trying to make sense of it all. But the more I uncover, the more it hurts. I thought we were building a life together. Turns out I was the only one who thought that. I'm in the process of leaving, but it's not simple. We share a home, a life, a baby on the way. And a part of me, the part that still loves the man I thought he was, wants to believe that we could still be a family. But then I check his phone. And every time, it's there. A new girl, a new message, a new betrayal. So far, I've found proof of him sleeping with at least 4 women. He asks them for nudes. He calls them cute names. Baby, princess, love. Names he never called me. When I asked for that kind of affection, he said, "Pet names make me uncomfortable." But clearly that was just another lie. The worst part? I recognize the way he talks to them, because it's exactly how he used to talk to me when we first met. He told me he had a wild past, but that he was ready to give it all up. For me. For us. Another lie. I try not to go too deep. I don't want the images to live in my head forever, but the more I see, the more real it becomes, and the angrier I get. And yet, I still love him. I know I shouldn't. I know he's toxic. I know he's a liar, a cheat, a coward. But I can't help wishing he was the man I thought I fell in love with. I want to scream. I want to leave. I just don't know how to walk away from the dream I built in my head. You know that gut feeling? That strange sixth sense that something just isn't right? Mine started with a smile. My fiancée, who normally hated phones, memes, and anything online, suddenly couldn't put her phone down. At first I thought, maybe she's just finally discovered cat videos. But then the smiles started, subtle at first, then more frequent. Smiles into her phone. not at it, into it. That's when I knew something was off. So one night when she was in the shower, I did what I never thought I'd do. I snooped. Her text messages? Clean. Social media DMs? Empty. For a second, I felt like an idiot. Paranoid. Insecure. But then, I saw it. An old messaging app. One of those custom layout apps from years ago. No notifications, she probably forgot it even existed. But I opened it anyway. And there they were. Every deleted message she thought she got rid of. Every good morning beautiful. Every I wish I was next to you instead of him, her coworker, for weeks. Flirty, sexual, emotional, all behind my back. I confronted her. She denied it at first, then cried, then asked, "How did you find the texts?" I deleted them all, I told her, and she just stared at me and said, "Oops." Like she forgot to buy milk. Not that she forgot to delete the digital trail of an affair. That was the moment I knew it was over. Not because she cheated, but because she didn't even respect me enough to hide it properly.